Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We got ourselves a very cool name. This is Diamond 2. Not Diamond 2, I'm sorry. Diamond 1 Division 4, but this is pretty much Diamond 2 anyways. He says that he needs help. He says that he feels he's good overall and skill-wise than everybody else in his rank, and he doesn't understand why he's losing. He says that, what is it? He says that he, like, goes on winning streaks, and then he gets moments like this, and he just doesn't understand why he starts losing like this badly. So yeah, this is 2v2, so let's jump into it and see how it goes. I also just recorded this, but again, I keep forgetting to turn I keep forgetting to open OBS. So I'm quote-unquote recording the video, and I'm talking into my mic, but it's not doing anything. So I already know what happens in this replay, but that's why I might sound like I already know what's going on. So, or I'm not that surprised. Okay, so just a little hint, or just a little foreshadowing, I will say, pay attention to how you play from this beginning of the game to here, where my marker is, right? Pay attention, right? Pay attention to this first third of the match, and then what goes on after. It'll blow your mind, dude, about why you're losing. Okay, so far you showed pretty good positioning, and you're pretty confident, and you're not rushing, which is good. Yeah, this is unfortunate. There's really nothing you can really do here, especially with very little boost. So it is what it is. It's unlucky. No big deal, right? You still got plenty of time. The fact that you're close to scoring just shows that you're doing something right. Okay, yeah, he should have let you hit it, but it's alright. Good job on your teammate there for doing a cut like that. That's crazy. Very good. Okay, you wait. Nice, safe. Taking your time, letting the ball come to you. Not overcommitting in the corner. You're gonna jump after this, but you shouldn't need to, because he has a chance of beating you to this, because look, he's so much closer and he's higher up. So if you want to challenge this, then just go up the wall, right? Meet him up on the wall. You know this ball is gonna bounce up because it's going into the corner, and he's most likely gonna hit this up, right? So why don't you follow it? Why don't you do this instead? Jump up and then hit it into the net. Like, there's a missed scoring opportunity there. Okay, so you get back. No need to panic here. You get a good read on this. It could be faster, but at least you're able to react to it. Your teammate didn't need to go after this. You're already in front of him. So your teammate didn't need to double commit there. It's alright. Okay, you're behind your teammate. It's easy save. Nice. So far, you're playing confident, you're pretty quick, and you're just staying relevant to the play overall. Nice turnaround here. Nice. The guy almost lets it in. He hits it in. He hits it away, though. Okay, I think you can definitely be a little bit more aggressive on this for sure. You know your teammate's behind you, so why don't you go after it? Surprise him with an early challenge. Hit it off the wall for a potential pass to your teammate. Good positioning. You're far back away, so if this goes wrong right here, if this goes wrong, you're able to react to the shot, which is good. You don't need to go after big boost there, but it's alright. You can I always use the small pads. Big boost is only for when you have time. I mean, sure, you had time, but you want to be as relevant to the play as possible, and you're turning around here. You shouldn't be turning around. You should be facing the play, and then you can turn around. Right? Now you're over here, and you can go after it. Which is what you do, but it would have been more efficient if you just went back a little bit more. It's a good try, though. This is bad. See, now we're at the marker. Notice how I said that, for the most part, besides that little overcommit in the corner while you're jumping up. Notice how everything so far has been very grounded, and you were playing, you know, pretty smart with your positioning. This is where it goes from downhill from here. You didn't need to go after this. This wasn't dangerous. The ball is not going to get scored on here. The ball is going towards the net. There's no way he's going to score this. So if you hit this ball up, alright, fine. It was a mistouch. But don't make it worse by challenging this. Stay on the ground. Let the ball come to you, right, with this hit. So notice how he hit the ball, and it's going to bounce onto the floor. So you'd be over here, and you jump up and read this ball and hit it over here somewhere, beating everybody. Your teammate double commits like an idiot, which is also his problem. But this wouldn't have happened if you didn't go after this ball. You would have covered for any of that. For that double commit. You would have been available for it. So, you don't want to go after that because it's not dangerous. I know it looks dangerous, but I promise you it's not. So let's see now the common mistakes, what you're doing now. We'll see why you start losing. You're doing too much. Just like the previous replay, you're just doing too much. You don't need to wave dash. And you should have ball cam on here still, because there's a play about to happen. You know, this ball could 50 right over your head, and you're not even looking. The ball could already be, like, over here at this point. You're not even looking. So turn the ball cam on, and get used to using the boost pads without looking. That's fine. You registered that you weren't going to get to the ball, so you back off, which is good. You're in a good spot for a pass if he chooses to. This. See, now this is another mistake. The reason why he's double committing is, honestly, it is still his ball. Remember, in twos, you want to rotate only when you have to. So believe it or not, first man can do a lot more than you think he can. So this ball is still available for first man. He can still catch this ball and try to roll it up the wall. You know, don't cut him off. He's not showing signs that he's rotating away. If he was, he would have flipped towards you, but he isn't flipping. He's just driving. You know, this isn't a sign that he's rotating. It looks like he is, but he's not. You have to be realistic. So since you go after this, double commit, you guys almost get scored on here. Almost. I mean, it's really close. I mean, if they somehow pulled a passing play, you would have gotten scored on. But you need to stay grounded here. This isn't dangerous. Again, this ball isn't going towards your net. The reason why a person challenges is to either block a shot or you're trying to beat the last guy. And sure, he kind of is last. The guy's over there, but the other key factor is the fact that it's not dangerous, so you still don't need to go after this. So just drive. See, look, see? Hit it over here instead. And you would have beaten this Ashes guy. This Ashes Nuts guy.
You're lucky they didn't score, because they suck.
This is kinda iffy, but it's good that your teammate spawned on the other side. If your teammate spawned there, this would have been very bad, because then you kind of essentially double commit without even purposely doing it. You don't need to challenge here. Again, this isn't dangerous. The ball is slow. You have plenty of momentum. You can just shadow defend. Shadow defend or demo. I prefer shadow defending. So you shadow defend, and you hit the ball away, and then he's able to, you know, help you out after the play. But watch, you guys are going to double commit. Your teammate is very ballsy here, but it works out because he gets a good, powerful hit on it. Good try in this bump here. If you're very careful, you can actually score this. You're too far away. If you just rotate it, instead of going so far back, if you just rotate it over here with these small boost pads, jump up for this ball, right? If you're good at reading this, you'd be able to hit it in easily, but that's only if you're comfortable. But since you're not, you chose a safer way, which is doing this instead, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. You do the same thing here. You go after the ball, when you hit the ball away like this. You should make sure to see that he's not going after it, and you see that he's not. So you can actually just control this ball. Control it by dropping it to your side, power slide cut, and then carry the ball. But it's good that you got a good 50 here, at least. So overall, your decisions are starting to get worse. Overall. They're starting to get worse. You push too far up here. But at least you're able to come back. Your patience. This is definitely a challenge that you should go for, which is nice. It is dangerous, but you're lucky he missed. Keep this ball close. Okay, so you're gonna get a demo on, well, not a demo, but a push on this guy, but you should try harder to get the bump on the second guy. If you turned your card to the right, you would have definitely bumped this guy. Because you're already collided as it is when you're facing straight. If you turned right, you would definitely push them away. The reason why you get scored on is because your teammate thought you were screwed because he saw you fly away from this play. So he feels inclined to go after it, but he doesn't realize he's in a bad spot. So this is why you get scored on. So if you try harder on the demo or the bump, I think you definitely could have done it. Your teammate would have had a free ball, but at the same time, your teammate didn't have the double commit there, so it's also his fault too. If you hit this ball around him, it'd be so much better. You're lucky this didn't get scored on. You're trying the bump, your teammate does a good save. Good patience. You jump too early here. You should definitely stay as grounded as much as possible. He's not going to reach the ball, right? So just take a little bit more time and then get under the ball and then hit it. So you wasted another scoring opportunity here. Your decision making is starting to crack. And now you start panicking here because you're running out of time. You don't need to go after this. The reason why you don't go after this is because your teammate can still do something with the ball. Remember, first man can do a lot more than you think. So, you rotate like this, what you're doing. Let him hit the ball. Power slide cut right here. You beat him, right? And you catch the ball and hit it in. Again, you missed another scoring opportunity. And you're getting too aggressive. You know, you're not watching your positioning anymore. You're just throwing yourself away. And this is why you started losing in the last 2/3 of the video. It's because you start playing very reckless. Again, with this, you didn't need to do that. You don't need to double jump, just single jump. Single jump and you have 40 boost, right? That's plenty enough boost to jump after it and then dodge into it. Either hit it up really high over his head or you hit it towards your corners. And then you can just dribble the ball there. So your brain just immediately shut off. Especially in the last third. This middle part here is a little, like, over here. Nothing was really going on. Nobody was scoring. But maybe there was a little bit small mishaps on your end. But, nothing too drastic. But definitely the last third of the video here, you start falling apart like crazy. You start throwing, honestly. So, it's just consistency. So if you want to, like, improve, you need to work on your decision-making in terms of your positioning and being aware of what your opponents are doing. Because there's times where, instead of playing it super aggressive, if you kept playing passively and waiting for your teammate to do a play, you could capitalize off of the next touch. But you don't because you either double commit or you're too far back. So, you just need the decision making. Your mechanics is fine. I don't really care about that. I look to improve people's game sense because that's the most important thing out of everything. The fundamental thing that you see when you climb the ranks is that fundamentally everything is faster and people get smarter. Sure, the mechanics get better, but that's a given. That's like, honestly, like, that doesn't even count. You should be aiming to fix your mentality. So this is basically the reason why you started losing. It's because you start getting a little reckless, and your teammate starts double committing because you start getting a little aggressive. Because in the first part of the video, you weren't showing that you were going to cut him off, but a lot of the other times later in this game, you start cutting him off. So you kind of essentially just kind of throw away your previous way of playing. So you should stick to one playstyle no matter how long the game is going for. You gotta stick to one playstyle, because if you start changing it up, your teammate's not gonna get used to it, and it's gonna take them off guard. So yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully this helps you rank up, and to also those viewers who are also in the Diamond 1, Diamond 2 area, hopefully this helps you too. Thank you for sending the replay, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.